Hello friends, welcome to ADO.NET tutorial. In this video, we will create the command builder example. If you look at the screenshot in the left side, we have the data grid view, and you can see that here. And this data grid view is displaying the jobs table from PUBS database. And in this video, we will look into update to DB functionality. So what we will do, once you open the form, it will load the PUBS DB's jobs table. Then you can perform insert, delete, as well as modify. And you can use the update to DB button to see how you can push the data changes back to the database. Let's proceed with the command builder example, and during the example you will learn how we are pushing the changes to the database. Let's go to the demo. So here you can see this is the jobs table from PUBS DB, right? We connected to PUBS DB. There are 14 entries here. Now let's look at the form design. Here we have a data grid view. The project is named as update to database. You can create a project with any name, and we just have the default form name, form 1. Inside that we placed data grid view control, and we named this as DGV jobs. So in all our previous videos we used the data grid view. So by this time you are aware of how to use a data grid view. Just drag and drop it from the data portion, and here you can see the data grid view. And towards the bottom we have two buttons. One is btn update and another one is btn custom commands. Custom commands we will learn in next coming videos. For now, let's concentrate on update to DB. Right click on the form. Let's go to the code. So first we imported the using statement for SQL client so that we can freely use the classes from this namespace. So as part of the properties, under settings, if you see, we already defined the connection string for the PUBS database. So you can use this dialog to generate the connection string. Server is localhost, Windows authentication mode, and PUBS. So we already tested the connection. That's working well. So all you have to do is type your name, connection string name, then choose connection string, and it will automatically default to application scope, and after that you can create the connection string. Next, inside the class level, here if you see, we created a data set, named it as DS jobs. Then Adapter, we are keeping it as null. We will populate it later. Then we have SQL connection also, and for SQL connection we are supplying the pubs connection string from the settings. In the settings we saw pubs, right? So that we are forming here. Alright, now we will handle the form load. For that we will double click here, and we will be having the form load. And in the form load, first we are creating the strSQL, right, SQL string. This is nothing but taking data from the jobs table. It's a simple select statement. Then str connection string, we are taking it from our application settings, which we already shown you, right? Then here we are forming the SqlDataAdapter, strSQL, then connection string. Using these two, we are forming the adapter. After that, using adapter.fill, we are filling the data set. So here is the adapter, right? And we are filling this adapter. Maybe this connection is not required for now, right? Finally, here, once the data set is filled, we are taking the table jobs, right? And we are assigning that to the data source of our grid. Finally, DGV columns job description, we are setting the width as 600, right? We are taking job description. We know that it will occupy more space, so we are giving higher width in our data grid view. Let's rebuild this once. So here in the output window, you can see the build is succeeded. Now we will run it. And the form displays our job table content, right? And you can see there are 14 row entries. Next, from the toolbox, under components, we dragged and dropped a timer component, and you can see that is staying here in the bottom of the form, timer component. And by default we are enabling the timer. Then we set interval as 4000 millisecond. That means the timer routine will run for every 4 seconds. We will handle this later. For now, let's handle update to DB. Here, if you see, we already have adapter, right? Adapter is at form level, and during the form load, we are creating the new adapter using the strSQL as well as a connection string taken from the pubs. Then we are filling it, right? Because since we have the select statement, adapter will fill the data set that is declared here, right? Then from this adapter, the adapter now knows the SQL command, and from the adapter we are building the SqlCommandBuilder. So at this stage, the command builder will derive the insert, update and delete statements from the select statement that was already given to the adapter, right? Using that select statement only, we filled our grid. Next, we are making call to adapter.update. Since adapter is equipped with the command builder, and since the command builder derives the insert, update, delete statement, now the update call will succeed. So the update is taking our data table that is displayed in the data grid view. User can make modification here and they can perform the update button click. Right. So now when we issue the update here, the update will read our data table content modified through the presentation layer data grid view and pushes the changes back to the database. Next, LBL status, and if you see LBL status is here, we placed the LBL status and we set auto size to true. So whenever you type some content, the control will grow automatically, right? So LBL status is there. After that, we have some size properties and font. You can do all the design changes. So in the update click, we are setting the status stating update to DB completed. After that, we are enabling the timer. Now let's go ahead and handle the timer routine. So click on the timer component and go to events, handle the tick event. And inside the tick event, we will just clear the label text and we will disable the timer. So that means the update to DB completed will get displayed for 4 seconds, and after that the label will be erased automatically. The label content will be removed. Now we will rebuild the solution and start running the application, and now we will insert a new row here. Here I'm typing 15, editor 2, minimum level is 30 and maximum level is 80. So this min and max level in the backend is equipped with a check constraint. So whenever you are typing the value, make sure to give a value between 25 and 100. Right? 25 and above here in the min level, and for max level less than 100. 25 to 100 you can give. If you give 1000 or 2000, then you will get error. For that, you have to go and look into the backend database and see what is the check constraint equipped with these two columns. Alright, for now I created a new row. Right. When I say update to DB, it will issue the insert statement. So here you are seeing update to DB completed, and if you need, you can go to the SQL Server and execute it, and you can see a new row is added to the database. Now what we will do, we will modify this editor 2 as editor 7, and here I am increasing the minimum level as 35 and maximum level as 95. Right. Once the row is updated, click outside of the row. That means this row is committed. We already talked about committed in our previous video in one of the subseries. Alright, now since the row is in committed state, this change is recorded in a disconnected way. So once you click update to DB, the SqlDataAdapter will connect back to DB and pushes all these update. Why? Because in the code we are giving the data table, right? And data table is equipped with this data grid view, and data grid view is accessed by the user and they modify the underlying table. Now let's click on update to DB. It will issue the update statement. Previously it issued the insert. Now it will issue the update statement, and you can see the changes now, right? Editor 7, 35 and 95. Now let's mark this entire row and hit the delete button in the keyboard, right? Now we are back with 14 rows. Click on the update to DB. So this delete is also now recorded, and once you click update, SqlDataAdapter with the use of SqlCommandBuilder issues the delete statement and makes this update to the backend database. Alright, now we will execute it and you will see this row will get deleted. Right, that's all. Here we just saw how to use the command builder to perform the update. So this is the command builder. We are giving the SqlDataAdapter. SqlDataAdapter from the select statement and derives the DML statements, insert, update, delete, and the method we are calling is update on the adapter, and this method makes use of the SqlCommandBuilder and issues the relevant statement based on the changes applied to the underlying data table. Just now you saw the demo. Thank you for watching. Bye.